Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving deep into our body's own amazing transit system, that incredible, massive network of biological highways that keeps every single one of us alive and kicking.
I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. If you could stretch them all out, you'd have thousands of kilometers of vessels packed right inside you. It's mind-blowing. So the big questions are, what exactly are these different vessels? And how do they each play their own special part in this whole operation? Well, let's find out.
So, buckle up. We're about to go on a tour of the body's blood highways. We're going to explore the main routes, the side roads, and see how it all works together in this perfectly timed, life-sustaining dance. Now, our tour is going to focus on the three big players in the blood vessel world. You've almost certainly heard their names before. We've got the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Each one is designed for a very, very specific job. First up on our tour are the arteries. The best way to think of these guys is as the high-pressure pipes of your circulatory system. Their main job, their whole purpose, is to carry that fresh, oxygen-rich blood away from the heart and push it out to literally every corner of your body. And arteries are built tough for this high-stress job. They have to be. Their walls are super thick and really elastic. Why? Because they have to handle that powerful whoosh of blood that gets blasted out of the heart with every single beat. A really cool way to picture this is to think of a giant tree. The biggest artery, the aorta, that's like the main trunk. And from there, it just keeps branching out into smaller and smaller and smaller arteries until they can reach every single part of your body, just like a tree's branches reach every single leaf. Okay, let's keep moving. Our next stop, the veins. Now, if arteries are the delivery trucks heading out on the highway, then veins are the dedicated return service. Their job is to collect all that used, deoxygenated blood and bring it all the way back to the heart. Now, here's where things get really different. The blood flowing through veins is under much, much lower pressure. This means their walls don't need to be so thick, and the space inside them, which we call the lumen, is actually wider to help that slower-moving blood flow along. But the coolest part? They have these amazing little one-way valves inside them to make sure gravity doesn't pull the blood backward on its trip back up to the heart. So clever. So we've got arteries taking blood away and veins bringing it back. But where does the really important stuff happen? Where's the delivery point? Well, that's the job of the capillaries. These are microscopic little vessels that form a huge, sprawling network connecting the tiniest arteries to the tiniest veins. And folks, this is where the real magic happens. The walls of a capillary are unbelievably thin. We're talking just one single cell thick. This super thin wall allows oxygen and all the good stuff, the nutrients, to easily pass from the blood right into your body's cells. And at the exact same time, all the waste products, like carbon dioxide, get picked up and taken away. The walls are so thin and flexible that your white blood cells can literally squeeze right through them to go fight infections in your tissues. How cool is that? Okay, this all sounds pretty amazing in theory, right? But what if I told you we could actually see some evidence of this system at work right now on our own bodies? Come on, let's try a couple of super quick and easy experiments. Okay, first thing, just let one of your arms hang down by your side for about 30 seconds or so. This just helps the veins fill up a bit. Now, look at your forearm and find a nice, clear vein. Go ahead and press down on it with one finger, and with another finger, try to gently push the blood in that vein down towards your hand. See that? You might notice a tiny little swelling that appears and then disappears. That little bump is blood pooling up against one of those incredible one-way valves we were just talking about. You're seeing it in action. All right, ready for the next one? Everybody knows this one. Just sit down and cross one leg over the other. Just dangle it over your knee. Now, just wait. Stay like that for a couple of minutes. It's coming, right? That tingly pins and needles feeling? Well, what you're actually feeling is the direct result of squeezing those blood vessels shut, which reduces the blood flow. It's your nerves basically shouting, "Hey, we're not getting enough oxygen down here." So those little experiments give you a real physical feel for how your blood vessels work. Now, let's switch gears a little and organize this information in a way that's perfect for studying. For any of you getting ready for exams, this next part is absolutely crucial. Knowing the precise differences between arteries and veins is a must. This little chart here is your best friend. It lays out everything you need to know side by side. So let's quickly run through it. Blood flow, arteries, away. Veins, back towards the heart. Wall thickness,
Arteries are thick and elastic to handle high pressure. Veins are thin because the pressure is low. Which brings us to pressure. High in arteries, low in veins. And that key difference? Veins have valves, arteries do not. This is the stuff you absolutely want to lock into your memory. All right, let's put that knowledge to the test. Here's a classic exam question for you. Why are artery walls so strong and elastic? Think about what we said about pressure. And the answer, of course, is that they have no choice. They have to be that strong and stretchy. They need that elasticity to expand and absorb that powerful, high-pressure wave of blood with every heartbeat, and then snap right back into shape for the next one. Okay, one more for you. Why is the lumen, that inside channel, remember? Why is it wider in a vein than it is in an artery? Well, it all comes down to making the return journey easier. The blood in your veins is moving slowly, at a really low pressure. A wider pipe simply means less resistance, making it much easier for that slow-moving blood to flow smoothly and complete its long trip back to the heart. And that really brings our amazing tour to a close. When you think about it, our arteries, veins, and capillaries are all working together as this vast, silent, and perfect transportation system. It's an incredible network that works nonstop, 24/7, delivering the very essence of life to every single one of your trillions of cells. Absolutely amazing.